Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today's call. Let's just give 5 more minutes for attendees to join. Okay, so I believe we have a few gentlemen on the call. So let me start off. So, guys, thank you for joining today's session. Let me start with my introduction. My name is Abdullah Hmud, and I am the GCP practice lead from Royal Cyber. I've been working on GCP practice within the Royal Cyber and enabling and enhancing GCP capabilities throughout the globe. So let me move towards the agenda. So our agenda for today is an introduction on Royal Cyber, what our Royal Cyber offers, what is generative AI, introduction to agent space and multi-agent orchestration, agent space and Vertex AI, the best practice to deploy intelligent agents on GCP, enterprise AI use case, and then we can have obviously a QA session. So let me move towards Royal Cyber. So what is Royal Cyber? So Royal Cyber is an organization that has an exposure of 20 plus years in the global market. We have 2,000 plus employees globally. We have 500 plus certified consultants. We have 10 separate operating offices throughout the 5 continents. And we have the sentiments of 600 plus clients across the globe. On the bottom, you are able to see some of the awards that have been associated with our organization, and some of the partnership statuses are also mentioned down below. We are partners with Google Cloud itself. So we have a presence in not just in USA area, we have a presence in Middle East as well. And let me move towards some of the core capabilities that we have. So we have the expertise of cloud integration on TensorFlow, ServiceNow, DevOps tools such as Jenkins, CI/CD, Azure DevOps, infrastructure as a code, services, Terraform, Ansible. We do have the expertise on customer-oriented management tools as well, such as Zoho CRM, Salesforce, and if you talk about alerting and incident management, we have an understanding and expertise on New Relic, Nagios, ELK, ServiceNow, and PagerDuty. So let me move towards our core services that we provide apart from everything else. We at Royal Cyber work on both cloud managed services and cloud professional services. And we have the capability of both multi-cloud and hybrid cloud management, infrastructure management, security, backup and disaster recovery, performance management, cost management, compliance management, application, DevOps, and cloud migration services as well. And for the professional services, we have application deployment, cloud architecture design, security assessment, strategy consulting, FinOps, compliance and governance, disaster recovery, migration, and of course, performance optimization, because that is the core principle of professional services. Moving on, for the solution coverage, we work on primarily on migration, modernization, security, DevOps, AI, FinOps, and cloud operation as well. Okay, so let me move towards the basic agenda and the base requirement of this discussion, generative AI. Okay, so let's move over there. And first of all, I would like to thank you once again for joining the session. And let's kick things off by talking about generative AI or Gen AI. Put simply, generative AI is a type of an artificial intelligence that doesn't just analyze data, it creates a brand new thing. It learns the patterns from an existing data and then uses that knowledge to come up with fresh content, such as text, image, audio, video, and coding as well. And we have the developer definitely rely on these things. So how does it do it all? It's at its core, generative AI uses machine learning, especially neural networks trained on a massive amount of data. One big part of it's something called LLM, as you may all know, large language models. And these are trained on huge libraries of text to learn from human communication and then create. Okay. So what does Google AI offers. So the agenda of this presentation orients around the service of the GCP, which can be used to mold the data and to make out the best useful information. This information can become from the industries like e-commerce, medical, food industry, health industry, oil and fertilizer industry, you name it. And if we see what accelerates industries to grow more, it is and always be the data. Data which help them to utilize or analyze the demand and supply and predict the requirement information, which helps them to establish such practice to improve their delivery, create insights, which the data to make the decision, and so on. So the key services from the GCP cloud perspective can be used for this purpose are Vertex AI, GCP AI suite to train. It's a GCP AI suite that can train and create models, smart application, AI-oriented agents, which can act when you are not available, or you make them like that they are working on your given situation. Gemini, it's an AI large LLM, gives you the information to provide prompts and to take next steps to by providing real world application outcomes and suggestions. Okay. Oh, my sorry. Uh, BigQuery is a type of a serverless data warehouse which is capable of BigQuery ML models, vector set data, and embedded text, whereas machine learning models are the pre-built model residing within the Vertex AI in Model Garden, one of the main features of Vertex AI capabilities. So, introduction to the agent space. Agent space allows you to have a Google quality search and agent over your enterprise system with the highest level of compliance and data protection. With deep research and assistant capabilities built in, agent space helps employees across the industry and across the roles to get their jobs done easily. A financial analyst researching investment options for a client, a lawyer researching for a case, an engineer troubleshooting a system issue, or marketing building a PR campaign, all can save hours in a day. Okay. Agent space redefines how work can be done in a unified platform. Those fragmented systems are the things of the past. Google Space brings the collaborative search in a one single place. AI and agents help you to find, understand, and act on the enterprise data. And let's make it short. This is an enterprise solution. Undermining the Google security by design infrastructure and connected over 1,000 enterprise application. So let's dig in. Okay. So let's take a look at how Agent Space unlocks the enterprise expertise for employees. A single unified Google quality search experience across all enterprise data powered by the most advanced and secure connectors to enterprise applications like Jira, SharePoint, Outlook, Salesforce, Slack, GWA, and many more. This enterprise is compliant delivery vehicle to put the power of Google's latest AI innovation, such as Notebook LM, Enterprise, Imagen, VO, and more into the hands of every employee in a secure and governed way. Destination for 1P, 3P, and partner agent, including to offer the most robust agent ecosystem to the enterprise. And of course, cutting across the entire platform is one of the enterprise grade security, privacy, and compliance. It implements industry leading security controls such as VPC SC, CMEK, AXT, robust tenant isolation, and RBAC to ensure strict data separation and protection. Authentication and IAM policy adheres to the least privilege principles, ensuring no customer's data or user can interact with another tenant environment. Okay. So Zooming back onto Google Vertex stack, so we mentioned that Agent Space spent quite some time on this, and I want you to focus on Vertex AI. Middle component where it's a middle component where has three major building blocks. One of them is the model garden, where we have all the element. Google offers offerings. So first of all, obviously revolves around Google Cloud models, but there are customers who don't want to use these kind of global solution, but they want to rely on an open LM. That's why Google can help them deploy GPU-based Meta LM, Meta Llama 2, Hugging Face, and etc. Okay, we're so Google also is also committed to bringing you the latest and greatest models from partners and other open communities as well. So they recently announced Meta Llama 3.1 and Mistral AI latest model, and they made them available as fully management model as a service, so you can find the perfect fit for your unique needs without the deployment overheads. So let's say I don't want to use Gemini, I want to use Llama, but I don't want to host Llama on GPU myself. Can give me an API that I can talk to Llama, for example, that I am going to pay for a token is also available. So basically, we have three options right now. One of them is using API's Gemini, probably the cheapest and the most performant one. Second option is I deploy my own model on GPU controls and the whole thing by paying for the GPU. Third option is I am using an open model, but it is hosted by Google. All I do is interfacing with it, and it does as I say, and I do not go for the hosting inside. Okay, so we saw the model garden. So can avail the possibility of using all types of model on Google Cloud. In the map, we have also a model builder where you can effectively let us know the right side. Here you can see the actually trained your model. Okay, so as I mentioned, there are three categories: training, tuning, and evaluation. So you can just also tune a model by working on the prompts design, doing some supervised tuning, deselecting the model to have its running on less GPU, right on less RAM. When you deploy a GI solution in this ability that you should have to evaluate your solution, how good it is, right? So you can put into production sometimes that you have not evaluated. So how to choose which model you can use to set up? You can go for a fine-tuning model, you can evaluate, and you can use a lot of tools that can help you evaluate these models as well. If there is no restriction, Google doesn't allow any restriction and emphasizes on the fact that you build a better version or a better solution out of it. So the last one is the agent builder, where, as I mentioned, the LLMs you want to be able to have agents can reasonably take actions, invoke different tools on your behalf. One of the famous one of example is you can have a LLM that you can ask a scientific question to LLM, and maybe he is going to say that he'll order, and he can run some Python code, implement this logic, and the Python code requires it's to create the code and running in a sandbox environment. So it basically works on those principles. So there are three categories in the Vertex AI model: model garden, model builder, and the agent builder itself. Okay, so one of them is an open source agent. It's called the ADK. It helps you to develop your own agent where you can deploy an agent engine. It actually provides an agent engine where you can actually deploy an agent on a runtime and manage your agents so that you don't need to worry what their resources are, what they're using the environment, and what's open source they're coming from. A2 agent allows different applications and agents to interact with each other as opposed to us systematically going back to the master agent, right? So let's take an example. If we are probing some intervention, so there is a host agent that's going to capture your initial response, and it's going to evaluate to which particular agent it needs to send. So if there is an host agent, it can have three more sub agents. One can be a travel agent, one can be a reservation agent, you name it. So A2A protocol, agent to agent protocol works in that scenario. So here is the screenshot of the dashboard where these agents are deployed. Okay. Moving ahead, Agent Engine improves the quality. It evaluates the agent quality, manages sessions between them, and uses the example stores to improve performance. And as you can see, um, this is the baseline of the business users. The top tier is the application for business users. The bottom layer showcases the development part and the underlying architecture of how the agents and agentic framework of Google is working. Google also offers a unified platform for data to deploy. So as you can see over here, it depends on four different verticals. Let me move towards the explanation of this. And these verticals are dependent on database, analytics, AI ML, and insight. And what does that do? For the data part, we can use services as BigQuery, GCS. For the compute part, obviously TPU and GPUs as well. Obviously, Google also provides a lower memory-based CPUs as well, but TPUs and GPUs are more recommended to cater the high load framework. For the framework part, it's TensorFlow, PyTorch. And for the model, obviously, that I mentioned, we have Gemini, InGen, VO, Hugging Face as a third party, Meta, and Mistral AI as well. And for the agents, we have the capability of deploying comprehensive tools within the Vertex AI, Google Agent Space, A2A protocol, LangChain as well. Okay. Okay. So Google is recognized as a leader in 34 top industries analysts evaluating in the last year. It secured a leadership position across a wide range of areas, including AI, security, infrastructure, data, analytics, and many more. Okay, guys. So let me take a pause over here and showcase you the um, speciality of agent space. I have a demo prepared for you guys, and it showcases how an agent space can integrate um, in an organization by using different connectors and can fetch information from there onwards. So let me move towards the demo part. Okay. Okay. So over here, what agent space is doing, we are implementing the agent space and implementing two major aspects over here. One is the RAG implementation, and one is the by using a bucket, and the other one is meeting scheduling using the Google Calendar. So the folder has been created, and the two files will be pushed in the drive. Over here, you can see that a meeting is being scheduled. Okay. This is a manual process that we have done on directly on the calendar part. But once the agent space has been implemented and it has been configured, you will see the existing meeting, and then we'll use the power of agent space to align a separate meeting as well. So what is happening over here are just the basic configurations part. So we are aligning the Google Calendar. The API is being implemented. It's been, I mean, like it's been triggered right now. And as you can see, the connectors are there. They're establishing the connection between agent space and the connectors. By the way, the connectors over here are the data sources. And by data source, I mean the Google Drive and the Google Calendar. Okay. So as you can see, let me take a pause over here. So what we did, the Google Drive and the calendar have been implemented. The connection has been stored, and you can see Google's agent space is working right now. Now, Google agent space has the capability of running toward the GUI, and it also provides a URL, segregated URLs that you can use to directly access it rather than going to the Google console. And as you can see, the first prompt or the question that was risen provided the answer in the answer section. Okay, just re-verifying the connections with the connectors. And by the way, as of right now, we are using the URL part. Let me take this a bit forward so that we can check again. Okay, so now we are scheduling. So let me take it back for you guys. So we initiated a prompt where I wanted to align a 1-hour meeting. Now, what Agent Space is doing, since it's synced with my calendar part, it has aligned a meeting. I'll give it the access. And then again, it's a prompt-based alignment of the meeting. So the meeting is being created. And once this is done, I can check my calendar. Yes, over here, we have the meeting set up. So that is the power of Agent Space. It provides you a quick access through prompt engineering, you can say, and you can have as much as connectors that you want. And as you can see, the initial meeting, astronomer launch planning marketing was there. And the secondary meeting, review conference presentation proposal was created through prompting. So it fetches and implements as well. And I believe that's pretty reasonable representation of AI agents for today. An AI agent is a technique that gives LLM agents or LLM the access to tool like your APIs or your data and even other agents. We can configure the agents with natural language instructions and examples. Then we can give these model access to different types of memory like session history, user profile, task profiles, etc., and can use the augment it with task decomposition and planner services. Now you have an AI agent. You can ask it to do anything, and it can crunch away in the background sometimes a dozen internal cycles before it responds to you. It can delegate tasks to other agents or look up facts or come back quickly and ask you for a bit of clarification. Mostly AI agents apps you may already be familiar are with the some kind of agents in the background that are already working. And this is the entire framework of how Google agents work. As you can see, we have an agent space that is a designated enterprise solution. Obviously, we can create a front end on the client part ourselves, but moving forward from there, we have app engine, we have agents framework, we have agent to agent protocol, we have tools, and we have models as mentioned in this presentation. As I mentioned earlier, my name is Abdullah Hmud. I am the GCP practice lead. We have a great team led by Hasib Abdul. He's the practice global head. Imran Tahir, the digital leader transformation, and Sunny Dogar as a digital transfer advisor. If there are any particular questions that needs to be answered and you have a certain set of queries, do reach out to us on the given email addresses and we'll be happy to assist you.